How are you? Hold on. You can't see my table. Give me a minute. Whoop. There we go. I guess that's better. I feel like I'm going over a cliff. Excuse me. How is everybody this evening? Good morning, good evening, good day, wherever you are. I'm gonna wait a little bit, guys, for people to come in. Hi, Jason. How are you? Well, I talked to you before this, so I kind of know already. Hi, Kay. What's going on? Let's see how this goes, guys. This is going to be interesting considering I'm not doing... Thank you, Jason, for the compliment. You know what's weird? Because you know I wear inspirational shirts, right? So I was going through my stuff because I'm going through my clothes and my boxes in the garage downstairs. So I usually wear inspirational shirts, right? So I had a vision of this whole outfit to wear my hat like this, like even my hat matches. And they said, wear the Pink Floyd shirt. And I said, really? But it's not necessarily, you know, an inspirational message. But I went to go look for one and I pulled out this one and they said, wear that one. And then I was like, are you sure? Let me go through the box again and go through my other inspirational shirts. And I picked out another Pink Floyd shirt. I said, okay, that's confirmation. So for whatever reason, I'm here to wear the Pink Floyd shirt. So maybe it has something to do with Dark Side of the Moon. I'm hearing the song Wish You Were Here. I mean, that Dark Side of the Moon album is pretty fantastic. It's funny because I didn't really start listening to that until much later. I knew of Pink Floyd and a couple of songs like The Wall, right? The Wall was the big one. But then I was listening to The Dark Side of the Moon and I was like, this is really good. How did I miss out on this? Because I tend to listen to everything. So I do what my guides told me. I tried to pick something else, but they said, no, pick this one. And they said to wear a hat sideways. And it was like, okay, cool. I will go do it. So it's pretty awesome that the hat matches my shirt. So I'm just too young, Kay. I guess so. I feel like my chair is sideways. I don't know what's going on. I feel weird. Hi, Melissa. Okay, I think Jason answered your question because you said you will be donating, but not sure what you want to ask. I think Jason said it's a collective. I'm not answering any personal readings. I will answer questions based off of what I'm channeling. If there's some question about what I am explaining, but again, feel free if you feel drawn or called to make a donation anyways, exchange in energy, that is perfectly fine. But I'm not going to be doing personals today. I don't know. I might just pick somebody at random and maybe give them a reading or something. That's what they're telling me, but I'm not really gonna throw that out there initially. So I'll give it till 9:35 p.m. guys, and then I'll get started. If you don't already know, I'm not going to be doing free personal readings anymore. I'm only going to be doing those for my members. Okay, as part of my Capella membership program, certain tiers allow you access to do members only lives with me, and I will be doing those on YouTube, but privately. I'm also going to be doing new moon readings, full moon readings, God willing, on the days that those moons occur. I'm planning to do an 18 plus reading this week for my members only. And for those of you who've done my down and dirty readings personally, you know the types of decks that I have that are pretty juicy, and it's just downright past rated X stuff. But it's a lot of fun. Some people are probably going to turn red, but it's going to be a great time. Usually when I do those readings with my clients, we have a blast, especially if they're done live. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It is Halloween season over here. Well, most people celebrate Halloween, so I think it'll be a little bit fun to do those. So I'm trying to set that up this week before I transition out again. I'm supposedly having to move again on Friday the 7th of October, about 1,000 miles away. So, but I'm not putting that out there because I kind of don't feel it. But right now, that is the plan. But I don't think it's God's plan. But I'm putting that out there because I may not do a live next weekend. It depends what transpires between now and the 7th of October. But as it stands, I may be having to move yet again in a span of a week. So, hi, Tiffany. So I have that. Also for the members, I am going to do a Twin Flame group session. It's like a come to Jesus meeting, okay? Because there's a lot to discuss. I tried to have that last week, but my guides put the kibosh on that because they wanted me to rest up for some things that are coming. So, but I'm hoping to do that reading this week. So if you guys want to already know, if you sign up for certain tiers, it's certain tiers. It's not all of my tiers of my memberships. That part of the members only live sessions include group sessions like coaching and counseling in a group setting for the counterparts, for the twin flames. My guys don't like that phrase, as some of you know. So I'm going to be adding that to some of the membership tiers for those that support the live streams. So there's that added benefit and a whole bunch of other stuff. I did announce the winner for the free reading for October. So if you haven't checked out my announcement on the app, please do, to see who won for October for free reading. So yeah, I do offer free reading, personal readings for my members on a monthly basis. And sometimes I do random things out of nowhere, but I don't like people to know because I like to surprise people. Yeah, so that's kind of like my spiel with my memberships. I am going to change something with the Neutron Star one. I'm going to be adding a monthly reading on how your person feels about you on top of doing the reading for the dynamic between you and your person. And seeing what's going on in your connection. Okay, so that's Neutron Star and up. The basic, the lowest tier that you can get in order to participate in the members only lives and to get put in a drawing for the free reading is the Sunstar one. Okay, all the other ones, the lower ones beneath the Sunstar don't have that benefit. So if you want to check those out, there's a link to the memberships in the description box below. So yeah, it would be great for you to join the Capella family. The people who are already there are some amazing, powerful people. I mean, I'm so blessed that God sent them my way. So if you're not a member already, it would be fantastic. And the lives that we do are very different from what I've done here on this platform. So that being said, let's get into this thing. I kind of don't really know how it's gonna go, but I'm just gonna go with the flow as usual. Winging it, you know, because I've never done something like this before, and I've never done a collective love reading either. I know some of you guys are kind of like, wait, what? But that's what they wanted me to do. They told me this during prayer and meditation this morning, that they wanted me to do a collective love reading. So there's got to be a reason. And as most of you know, I do what I am told. Okay? So let me check the chat real quick. Thanks, Jason, for moderating again. Oh, thank you, Kay. We are the ones who are blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'll just go ahead and get started. Usually people just trickle in, so I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to talk to them to see what question I should ask. Okay. I got caught up in my cloth here. All right. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What would you like the collective to know? This collective to know about their connection. What guidance do we have for them with regards to love? Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadian series, please, thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yeah. Jeez Louise. We have the Six of Wands and we have the World card. Okay. Wow. We have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So wow, this is something. Okay. So what I'm getting here is with this is it looks like in this connection there's been a victory here. A major milestone has been achieved that is causing something to close out. Okay. I'm getting there's been a lot of battles and a lot of difficulties and challenges that have been overcome with regards to the connection. Now remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else, okay? Because this is not going to fit for everybody, and don't force anything, and don't, you know, assume, oh, like, yeah, that's my story, when you know you still have a little bit of work to do, okay? I mean, I have to be completely honest, because some people will watch tarot and you would get all of these amazing messages, and then you're like, nothing's happening or something's going backwards or whatever, but because they say the cards don't lie, right? But other people are watching these things. That's the thing that I have reservations about this, is that some people will say, oh, that's my message. Well, if the cards say it, then that's for me. You got to put in some sort of work in order to get the rewards, in order to get the true love, that type of thing, right? There's a reason why I'm saying this, but this is for those of you who are really putting in the effort, because you can't get something for nothing. All right, so just be mindful of that. It could just be, you know, for some of you to give you encouragement and inspiration to kind of like up the ante and, you know, get on your horse and, you know, just puff up your chest and be like, you know what, I'm going to get through these battles and stuff like that with regards to love, challenges, all these things. I'm going to do what is necessary to improve things, to whatever. It's like making it better for me, right? Because this whole focus is on you initially, so that you're at your best, you are in your power, and you are attracting someone who's matching that, okay? So there is like a big victory here. I'm getting that someone's really getting the courage and confidence. They're really building up their self-esteem to come forward, because we do have the Knight at the bottom of the deck here, okay? You may be dealing with a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be that. Or they got strong fire in their chart. Or God is lighting the fire under their ass to get going, okay? It could be a lot of things, but with that Knight over there, someone's just got a lot of passion, because we've got a lot of fire energy here, but it seems the passion that they have for you is fueling their fire to get them to take action, to get them to move forward, okay? They are, they're in this stage where there is a crap ton of like high self-esteem. I'm getting that very strongly because we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Six of Wands here. So it's kind of like they're ready to move forward. They're taking a big risk here, and some of them could literally be traveling to you, because the Knight of Wands is talk about travel. It could be sudden, someone shows up at your house all of a sudden, or communicates with you. It's like, hey, I'm on my way, or I'm almost there, or like, hey, where are you at? I'm on the road, like I'm coming to see you, type of thing. I'm channeling for somebody here. But there is a great deal of self-esteem in this, where this person is going to take action towards you. And there's like this, I'm hearing, there's romance with this too. Someone's going to be swept off their feet, but someone's got like this high energy here, where they feel a lot of love, and they feel this, it's like that fire again. It's like I'm seeing their heart in flames, which is kind of funny. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's because that love for you is so ignited with this type of passion that, again, it's fueling them to get going. It's kind of like, I can't stay back here. I have to do something about this. I have to express my love. I have to take action and do it. Even though I don't know what's going to happen, I have to believe that it's going to be a success, because we have the World card here. It's the end of a chapter. I'm getting very strongly that this individual has spent a long time trying to muster up the courage to go after what they want, right? Because I think one of the other readings that I did for the collective or for somebody was this Knight of Wands here, where this Knight of Wands knows what he wants. The heart wants what he wants. And it's kind of like, I can't just sit back and not do anything about it, right? If you're really passionate about something, if you really want to take the initiative, it's like you got to take that step, and that involves risk taking. Okay, so somebody just wants to really end a cycle with you. It's like, I'm done not doing anything. I'm done not taking action. I'm done just like sitting around and not going anywhere, not doing anything. Okay, so there's a big thing with this, because I'm getting again that this individual had a very hard time with self-esteem. Like, the lack of self-confidence was pretty prominent here for years. They thought that whatever their heart wanted, that they couldn't, it wouldn't be a success. They couldn't achieve it. It's kind of like, the world card in the reverse, where it's kind of like disappointments and loops, and just like, well, whatever, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. That's crap. We create our own reality, right? It's like we're the magicians. So I'm getting this individual's kind of like, they're coming out of this. And again, with the Six of Wands, there's been a lot of self-sabotage, because six comes after the Five of Wands. A lot of inner conflict with what it is that they want to achieve, what they want to set their achieving the things that their hearts are desiring. Okay, but a big part of this was not thinking that it would be successful, because when you take that risk, you don't know what's going to happen. But if your heart is leading you to take that risk, I know very strongly, for me personally, that means that that's what God wants you to do, right? Again, the heart wants what it wants. That's God giving you that little nudge. It's like, hey, so and so, I know what you want, because God knows exactly what we're desiring. And He helps us to take that initiative, to take action, to give us that nudge and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go and do this, because that's where God wants us to be. If we feel a little bit low vibrational or negative about it, then it's not for us. So this individual is overcoming these battles and challenges with regards to confidence, and courage, and fearlessness. It's like, I gotta do it. I can't worry about what's gonna happen. Again, with great risk comes great reward. So this individual is really, 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 they've done a lot of work on themselves. There's also some recovery from an illness for somebody here, or somebody's person, or maybe it could be you. There could have been a mental illness, or just like, some sort of, I'm hearing bipolar. I'm hearing some other things, right? It's kind of like very low self-esteem. It could be an illness, right? Or depression even, where they've been battling for years and years and years. And it had to do with feeling worthless, feeling less of themselves. And it looks like this individual has really leveled up, and they have really understood that it's really up to them to decide on whether they're going to be in this conflict with themselves and not going after what they want, or doing something about it. All right, so there's a major chapter closing in this connection with your person, because this individual is going to take action. They're going to do something, and they've been planning something for a while. They're really excited about this. It's like, I'm also getting some of you maybe going on a trip together. All right, this trip could involve some sort of recognition of something. It's like, I'm hearing somebody's being exalted. There's a promotion, but not necessarily a promotion with a job. That's not what I'm getting with this. Although it could be for somebody where it's creeping up in here. But it looks like you may be going on a romantic trip, a getaway, something where there's going to be a lot of excitement. There's going to be a lot of passion. There could be, other, things going on with that. Because this Knight of Wands is also giving me this like kind of sexual energy, but not coming from a place of lust. It's just part of the other fuel that he's getting to kind of come forward and to take action to end separation, is what I just heard. Okay. For some, not for all, but there's a trip involved in this, again, where they're going to recognize you. I'm hearing a ceremony. somebody here might be invited to go somewhere. You may be thinking it's going to be, okay, well, we're going to have this time together. You will have that. But I'm getting there's some other surprise here, because with that Knight of Wands, it could be a little bit, there's something surprising that's coming. It could be sudden. There's a change here somewhere, and it's an exciting change. So don't think it's going to be a bad thing. Hi, Angela. So it looks like with the Six of Wands, this person's got something set up for you. It's like some sort of ceremony. It's recognizing you for something. All right. It's kind of like, I'm hearing putting you on a pedestal. Acknowledging what you have done for this person, okay? Because they want a new life with you. It's like the fool comes after the world, right? They really want to do something different here, because I'm hearing it again. It's like the separation's ending. They're visualizing this success, because this Knight of Wands knows he's going to be a success. He just has to believe in that, right? Your thoughts create reality. What you're taking action towards, you have to trust in what you are doing. You have to trust in what your heart really wants. Not only that, you have to take it upon yourself to do something about it. So there's a really big cycle ending here. And for some of you, there's a big victory in this, because the action that this individual takes, this is going to end something that you guys have been in a cycle in for a very long time. Because it takes a while to get to the world, all right? To the world card. It's like traveling around the world. If you imagine how long it would take for you to do that. But it looks like when this knight comes in, this person comes in, it's really going to, for some, it's going to end separation, and it is closing out something major. This individual feels fulfilled now, because they have all this confidence and courage now to take action and just say, you know what? I'm going to head towards my person. I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to show up at their door. It's like, knock, knock, who's there? Like, I'm here, open the door. I'm at your door type of thing. I'm getting this is going to be sudden for some of you. There's like a big shift here. But once this person does this, it's going to change a lot of things, and it's going to catapult you guys into the next phase of your journey. The others of you, there's another message with this, because another group of you, you're dealing with a Casanova, the Don Juan person, someone who's very sexually charged, but that's all they're kind of focused on. They come into your life, they get what they want, and they leave, okay? I do not put negative energy into that, because there's a reason why the shadow side of this Knight of Wands is doing this. I know I've experienced this before. So what the other group of you need to do, you need to close out that cycle with somebody who keeps coming in and out of your life. And, they're a charmer. It's like they say these sweet nothings to you, and it's like they're very confident in what they're saying, because they're confident knowing that their good looks, their charisma, they may say something like, sexual to you that kind of revs you up. And then it's like, ooh, I like this, and I like the feeling that I get from this person. But then what happens is, with this shadow side of this Knight of Wands, it's like bait. There's the fishing line. And then some of you take the bait, and what happens? Reels you in. And then every time he's like catching you and catching you and catching you, because you're taking the bait. And it's the same thing over and over again. The person keeps coming in trying to get something from you. If he gets it, he gets it. If he doesn't, he'll leave again, but then he'll do something else. He'll come up with another plan, and he'll come marching right back in, trotting on his horse. Hey, so-and-so, I'm here again. But it's this energy where there's this something about the attractiveness of this Knight of Wands that kind of continues to get you to pull in. All right, so that's the other group of you. So with this Six of Wands, this is Holy Spirit. This is God telling you, okay, you know what? There's no more of this. Yeah, this person's good looking. Yeah, this person's charming. It's hot. It's like, I like attractive guys, women, whatever. They're exciting. There's an adventurous characteristic to them. And it gets you revved up. Like I said, it makes you feel, wanted. It makes you feel needed. But fortunately for the others of you, this person is not there yet. Okay. They actually have self-esteem issues, believe it or not. They're coming from a place of unhealthy ego and unhealthy pride. There is a lot of ego in here. This person could be borderline narcissistic because this Knight of Wands has been able to get everyone in their pocket and get something out of them. And it's almost like a serial Knight of Wands where they're doing the same they're acting the same in the same manner to get what it is they want, and then they just excuse me, they just leave. Okay, so there is something about like a big ego here, because it's like a peacock, right? Where they expand their feathers and they're like, I'm the best peacock here, you got to mate with me, type of thing. But what's happening is, underneath that surface, they're utilizing their charm, their good looks, or whatever it is that they're good at, that they bait people with. They think that that's the only way that they can get what they want. That's the only way that they can get somebody to do something for them. Okay? It's like a little bit of self-centeredness, and they are just like, that's the best thing that they can do right now, because believe it or not, they're putting on a front here with this type of energy. Because what I'm getting very strongly for this other group of you, when you're dealing with a Knight of Wands who's coming in and out, and they use the charm on you guys. Some of you, they may be coming into your life just for sex, and I have to say that, because that's what the Knight of Wands does. Because the Knight of Wands, again, there's something about having power. It makes them feel macho. Or for a female who does this, it makes them feel, it gives them more power, right? Because there's something underneath that they're having a hard time with, and they're putting on a front thinking that everything's fine, that they've got on top of the world, and that they know what they're doing when they really don't. When people are doing this, they're coming from some other wound here, because there is really a lack of self-confidence in themselves, and there's this like ego type of nature where they utilize their good looks or their charm or whatever it is to their advantage. Even it could even be honestly, guys, like how they are in the bedroom, right? They maybe have a reputation of being good in bed or whatever, and they've been told that over and over again, and that's what fuels them. But they're thinking that that's what gives them their power. That's what makes them somebody. It makes them a true knight, which it doesn't, whether you're male or female. So, there is something here, somebody who keeps trotting in and out of your life, and it's just like some of you are still dealing with this behavior, and it's time to end it. World card. It's time to put an end to that, and you know it. You know it, okay? Trust me when I say I've been through this. It was a repetitive cycle in a loop. You guys are going through the loop. Like, this person knows how to get your attention. And it's not just you, it's other people. All right? But again, there is an underlying reason why they are doing this. They are not really as confident as they seem. Okay? They do this to get by because there's some big wound here that they're trying to heal, but with a band-aid. They need something more than a band-aid and Neosporin. It's kind of like, I feel very strongly that for those of you who are dealing with this Casanova type of person, they've got something else going on that they're not proud of. And they're trying to circumvent that by acting like this very confident, very charming person. And sometimes people utilize it. They use it to their advantage because that's all that they know. Okay? So for the other group of you, you've got to put an end to that. You've got to get the courage and confidence to like say something and put an end to it. Like, no, I'm done. I got to go close this cycle out. Close the book to this chapter, and I have to take action on what I need to do. I got to go after my own heart's desires because I'm dealing with this person who's acting in this manner. It's not for your highest good, and you know it. Okay? You know it. It's really time for you to move forward and let this Casanova type person, it's like both of you are going to get your karma with this is what I'm getting, okay? Six of Swords at the top. You've got to move. You got to transition out of this cycle because some of you, it's a repetitive cycle. It's a repetitive cycle. Trust me, it took me 3 years to get out of this cycle, guys, so I know what I'm talking about. Until I had my massive tower moment, God like hit me upside the head. And it was like, I set you up, Jess. You weren't listening. And everything shifted for me. So some of you are being called to do that. You're not really having any peace with this person doing what they're doing, are you? No. If not, you're not in alignment. You are going the opposite direction than where God wants you to go instead of getting in that boat and moving away from this shadow Knight of Wands. Okay? You deserve better than this type of person right now. This person's not ready. This person's got their own shit to learn. We all have our own shit to learn. So some of you gotta move away. Okay? And you know it. Some of you may have, this may be an ancestral pattern that you keep repeating. If you look at your other relationships, guys, for some of you, you'll start noticing that you keep falling for the same type of person. And this is not to insult you, but you have a wound inside yourself that is attracting people like this. Okay? It is part of your lesson to learn. It is part of your karma. But again, I said, I've been through this. I had to learn the hard way. And it took me 3 years, guys. It took me 3 years to get away from the Casanova person. And I have no judgments against that person. It happens to be my counterpart, if you're curious. Okay. I kept repeating the same cycles with people similar to that. They charm you, they wine and dine, whatever. They say these things, they say all the right things, and then it's kind of like they get what they want, and then you're kind of left hanging? No. Nope. If you're dealing with somebody like that, guys, you deserve better, okay? You deserve better. Let me check the chat real quick before we get some other information on this. Okay. Ooh. What else can you tell us about this Holy Spirit? Okay. So we've got the bear card. Boss, CEO, judge, bully. Mama bear, protective, finances, benefits, strong, affluence, and muscular. Maybe this Knight of Wands is muscular, okay? Maybe they like work out and they got some muscles or whatever. It could be female too, guys. You know this. So there's a bear there. What's interesting is that there is the letter at the bottom of the deck, okay? Writing, communication, fax, email. They're going to send you a fax. Email, mail, notes, contact information, record, news, and memo. Somebody's about to send you a letter. Sorry, guys. My guys just told me something, but it's for me only. I know I told Kay something. I told you something about this, what I was doing, did I not? Okay, so I'm getting a few things with this bear card. somebody is being protective of their ego, of their reputation, something like that. Okay, this is for some of you, not for all of you, but I'm getting strongly the word protective is what's standing out for me in this card. So there is something about somebody being muscular for sure, so that could resonate with some of you, and I know for some of you it does. They may actually be a CEO, okay, but I'm getting more of the protective, strong type of energy with this bear. It's kind of like I'm getting very strong. They're very protective of again their reputation of who they are. They're like in it to win it. I'm hearing, with that shadow side of the Knight of Wands, they're just here saying, you know what, I'm just gonna do me, and I'm not really gonna be worrying about anything else. But there's something about keeping, when I talked about that charisma, and I talked what did I say? The bedroom stuff, right? Being told that, they're good in bed or whatever. It's like keeping up that reputation. And it's, there's this thing where maybe they're also known for just not sticking around, because the Knight of Wands, the Shadow Knight of Wands, he doesn't commit. Okay. But, thank you, Holy Spirit. This Knight of Wands for some of you is not able to commit because they are protective of their kids. Mama bear is also coming out for me. Again, this is not going to resonate for all of you, because some of you are dealing with people. Your person is dealing with a child or children. So they kind of act in a way where, again, they think everything is fine, and they just try to get what they want, but there are other obligations that they are responsible for. There's something here about a family, about children. Okay, they're very protective of their kids, and they just come in and out because there's this fear where I don't really trust this person, or I really don't know how my kid's gonna react to this other person coming in. So that's why with the non-committal Knight of Wands, they're just like, I'm just gonna have my fun, I'm just gonna get my jollies and whatever, and just live my life that way, and not have to worry about somebody coming into my kid's life, not having to worry about dealing with a serious relationship when I have children. Again, that's not going to be for everyone. I'm also getting that they're dealing with a mother of their kids who's very protective. So there's something here where there's been a lot of control, like being a bully. Okay, it says bully on here, where they're controlling them, and the only way that this Knight of Wands can get any adventure, any fun, is being like the Casanova type person. I can't commit, because they probably were controlled by this mama bear. They still are. And they're saying to themselves, I'm not going to get into a relationship like that again. So I'm just going to go have my fun, right? Because the dark side to this guy, the non-committal guy, it's like, I'm just going to go have my fun. But there's something here about someone also, like an ex or something like that, the mother of their children, or father of their children, you can put it that way, it's been a big bully and dictates a lot of things. Okay. They could even be a CEO themselves, or high profile boss, but it looks like this individual is being really controlled by this mama bear, and again, they don't want to get into another situation like that. So don't think that this person may be judging you because it says judge here. But don't take that to heart, because this person really has to understand what it is that they're doing. Okay? There's stuff that you don't see. And I see it. Okay? You may see it too, but I see a lot with this person. Like, this person really is putting up a front. For those of you who are dealing with the non-committal Casanova persons, all right, because there's something else going on here, and with that communication, they could have very well received communication from that mama bear type person about something that they're having a challenge with, because we did see the Six of Wands there, and they're trying to overcome this challenge, because there could have been some sort of, see, I'm looking at records. I'm looking at records, and then there's judge. There's something with the courts here. And I normally don't get that with this cards, but that's what I'm feeling for some of you. There's something here where there's some sort of judgment that has been placed against your person or your person's, let's call it the karmic, all right? The mother, father of the children. There's something going on here with this. You see, I'm like peeling back layers of stuff, guys. So I'm getting that for at least one person here. This is interesting. It may actually have to do with traveling or relocating, because the Knight of Wands is also relocating. All right. There could be something here where, oh, this is interesting. A judge has granted like full custody to somebody, or a judge has granted like the ability for your person or somebody here to relocate, to move. That is a very specific message. Okay. That is very specific. That's not going to be for everybody for sure. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So there's something here about also having issues with communicating with you, because there's somebody who is trying to control this individual here, and this person is affecting their self-esteem because of the mama bearish stuff, like, no, you can't touch my kid, you can't have my kid, you can't do this with my kid, whatever. And this person is lacking the confidence to step up to that individual, which is also giving them an issue with communicating exactly what they want to do with you or they want to say to you. So they go the other way and just, I can't, it's like maybe they can't tell you I can't commit to you because of what's going on, but they still act like that that Casanova anyway. And I know some people like to call the Knight of Wands a player, but I don't like utilizing that terminology, because again, I feel so strongly that they act like that for other reasons. God did not intend for people to play around with others. They could have seen this growing up. They could have been like having some false beliefs about who they were supposed to be, or like how they were supposed to date, or how to come across, and whatever it is, right? But that player energy, while it's kind of like surrounding this reading for a group of you, I don't like throwing that out there, because that just puts negativity out there. Because at the end of the day, you really don't know what's going on with that individual. Okay. There's something here about not having a father growing up, right? Or they could have seen their father cheating on their mom, or, you know, running around on their mom. You know, you don't know. So that's why I don't like to put that energy out there. So we have to be very careful with that, because we don't really know what's going on with this individual. For those of you who are dealing with that, I already picked up on some stuff that's going on behind the scenes with like the mother of their kid, or something with the courts, some court records or whatever. So just be mindful of that, okay? But either way, if you're dealing with that person who's acting like this, the shadow side, you got to be the one to pull away from this. There's like a lot of protective energies here, but what I'm also getting for those of you who are dealing with this person who comes in and out of your life, you need to protect your energies. You need to be able to be strong enough and have that confidence to say something to this person. Maybe write them a letter, maybe communicate honestly and say, look, I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. And it's funny that this is coming up, because that's exactly what I did with my person. I said, I'm done. I'm not chasing an elusive friendship. I don't even know what this is. I'm done, right? I had to take care of myself. And I literally wrote him a letter. Well, it was an email, but it was a long one. I typed it up, I sent it out. I was like, look, I took a risk too. Because I knew when I said that my guides were saying it was really gonna start the serious separation phase, like the longest separation phase. Because I've had what, 5 separations, I think, in my 7-year journey with my person, something along those lines. And the one that I'm in now, it's been the longest it's ever been. and I knew it was going to happen, but my guys were like, you need to send this out. You need to say something. And I took a risk. I took action, and I said, I'm closing out this cycle, because that's what my guides wanted to do. And I needed to focus on me, and I needed to stop dealing with people or my person who was acting like this. And I knew there was other stuff going on, and I let that go. I fully surrendered to God, and I said, you know what? I'm wiping my hands clean. I'm not going to be engaging in this anymore. And that's what changed everything. So some of you, that could very well be what you're being guided to do. Okay. The others of you, with this person having the confidence to come toward you, like, could literally travel to you, because the Knight of Wands does show up at your door. They are getting the strength now to come forward to communicate with you. They could very well send you the email, the text, writing you a long letter. Could be handwritten, could be just a letter in the form of an email, right? There is going to be contact from this Knight of Wands. This is what this person's taking action on. It's coming towards you, talking to you. I think I said that before. They're going to, they're finally going to communicate with you, and they're not allowing themselves to do what they've done before, because they know they need to come correct. They know they need to take the risk, right? And communicate with you. There is still a little bit of an energy, though, with this mama bear individual, like a third party, the karmic or something like that, who's still maybe trying to keep this person from taking action, but this individual is not going to allow this person to take control of them anymore. All right. And they're going to go ahead and have that strength, courage, and confidence to come forward with contacting you with some form of communication. I do feel strongly for at least a couple of people here. It's an email in the form of a letter. It's like a love letter, because there is a heart at the top of this envelope here. So that's what's going to come for you. And at the top of the deck, it's going to be unpredictable. Okay. It's going to come out to you from left field. Didn't I say elusive? You see that? That's what I wrote in my letter to my person. I said something along, I know I used the word elusive. I said something along the lines of, I'm not going to deal with this elusive friendship, or whatever it is. It says, I know I said elusive friendship in it. I know I did. So that's funny that at the top of the deck, it has the word elusive. And I talked about that. Stay determined, right? This person, this Knight of Wands, is determined to act upon this. They're very determined, and they're getting a little bit assertive here to actually communicate with you, you know, what has been going on. It's like this person's being bold here and making the first move and saying, I gotta say something. I gotta come talk to this person face to face. I'm gonna travel over there, whether it's long distance travel for some of you. Yeah, unpredictable again. They're like, they could show up out of nowhere. The others of you, there is possessiveness, right? Because sometimes with the shadow side, the Knight of Wands, they're like, you know, a protective and possessive. They're trying to protect themselves, and they're a little bit possessive and controlling. It's like, no, I control the situation. No, I'm the one who dictates things. I'm the one who gets what I want, and I can leave. Because again, there's an ego thing. There's a bit of selfishness here coming from this person. But again, it's a distorted person that you're dealing with, which is why they're acting like that. There are power struggles, okay? That was talking about that Five of Wands. They're struggling with something, battles and challenges. There are power struggles, not only between you and this person, but with other people, and the power struggles within themselves and with this mama bear type person, okay? So there's a lot going on with this individual for some of you. For those of you who are resonating more with the person who's just kind of like baiting you all the time, okay? But don't focus so much on that behavior, okay? Because at the end of the day, you are being taught some major lessons. Everyone who comes into our lives teaches us some major lessons, okay? And especially if you're dealing with a divine counterpart, this love is not going to be easy to achieve. Like true love is it's easier said than done. So, you know, you got to take the steps necessary to not deal with this type of behavior because you don't deserve that. But again, it's coming from another wound inside of you may not know about, which is why you're kind of attracting this type of individual. But that's not to put, knock on you or anything, or to be condescending. It's just the truth, okay? Because it is exactly what I went through. I had very low self-esteem, so my person did, but my person tried to combat that self-esteem in a different way than I did. So we got to look at that, because that's the truth of the situation for some of you people. Our relationships reflect our inner wounds, so don't get caught up in the poor behavior for some of you with this Knight of Wands here. Because again, there's a lot of underlying reasons as to why they're acting like this. And for the others of you, there is somebody who's going to take action in communicating with you. And it's going to be sudden. They're going to show up out of nowhere. So let's see what else Holy Spirit has for us with this situation. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What else do you want us to know with regards to this love reading with this situation? Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians. Put an end to it. It's the coffin. Put the nail in the coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, and transition. Transition, I said, with the Six of Wands. Okay? Some of you, it's time to end this cycle with this person, and you know it. You know it. If you haven't been in this for 3 years, guys, please listen to me, because I don't want any of you guys dealing with this for 3 years. I'm the one who kind of like did that for you. I'm like the sacrificial lamb or whatever. No, but don't let this cycle continue to loop. Okay? Please trust me when I tell you this. Put an end to it. Put the nail in the coffin and stop dealing with this type of behavior. You know this. There is something better for you. You should not be settling for someone who acts like that Casanova Knight of Wands. All right? It's time for you to transition away from this person. You are being highly advised to do this. Okay? Wow. It's the girl with the snake, the empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. What did I say? You got to put an end to it. You got to set some boundaries. It's exactly what I did when I sent them my letter. Nope. I'm done. But let me tell you, do not be Queen of Swords in the reverse. That will backfire. But again, I can't tell you what to do. Okay? I had to meditate, and I had to wait a whole 12 hours, 16 hours before I wrote the email to my person. I meditated on it. I consulted my guides. I prayed about it. They said, just be assertive, but don't be aggressive. Don't be the Queen of Swords in the reverse where you're chopping people's heads off and you're being condescending and berating and belittling. No, you're coming from a lower place when you do that. You speak your truth, but you speak it out of love. Truth is love. It's not being condescending. It's not hate. It's not anger. Okay? There's a huge difference between assertiveness and aggression. So when I wrote that letter, I was being assertive and I was being stern, but I was still coming from a place of love. Because if I didn't, I would be stooping down to his level or just not really being the individual that God wanted me to be. I was not being more of that divine feminine. Okay? So there you have it. Being charmed, being used. Okay? The empath narcissist paradigm. Some of you, I said borderline narcissist, okay? So, there may be a couple of you who are dealing with a karmic who's like this, okay? You know better than I do. All right? Could be a fire sign. But you got to trust your intuition on this. There it is right there, guys. It's time for change. The World card, endings bring new beginnings, right? Yeah. Don't allow anyone to disrupt your inner peace. I was talking about that. Now, if this is your divine counterpart, this is for you to learn a huge lesson. Okay? Because I said to God, well, if this is going to be it and I'm ending this, then that's that. Right? But then God was still showing me, no, Jess, like, you know who your person is. You will know if you're able to see right through this individual, because that's what I did with my counterpart. I knew this wasn't him, the shadow side of this. It did not fit with what my God was showing me, with what my intuition was telling me. Others of you could be dealing with karmics who are like this. And I know I dealt with a karmic who was like this too. And I had to put an end to that relationship, okay? So there you go. You got to make some changes here. You got to set those boundaries. You know you're being charmed and like used for something. Don't, guys, please don't feel bad about it. We all go through that, but you got to remember, it takes two to tango. You attracted this because of some wound you may not be cognizant of. And this is why this is happening. You're going to learn a huge lesson from this. Wow. Stabbed in the back is the bottom of the deck. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. Deception. What did I tell you? This person is not acting the way that they should be. And some of you know that intuitively. Trust in what your intuition is telling you. If you're getting signs and synchronicities about what you're feeling about this person, you need to trust in what you're being shown here. If you need to ask for confirmation about what you're feeling about this person, that you see right through this person, you're like, this is not the Casanova. I do not feel it. I do not see it. It's exactly what I saw with my person. But I knew we were dealing with the 3D shit, and I said, okay, I got to put an end to this. I got to know my worth, and I got to focus on me. And I had to get myself in a much higher vibration to attract a true Knight of Wands, okay? More so an Emperor, all right? Someone who's very creative and passionate about what they do. They're not afraid to speak their truth and to show their true colors. But it started with me first. I had to get correct. I had to get right so that I could attract high caliber people. Or for me, my counterpart would change on his own and we can be in alignment. So yeah, there's heartbreak with this this Knight of Wands here. This person comes in, breaks your heart. But you know better. If it's a karmic that you're dealing with, or you're dealing both your counterpart and your karmic, and you're going back and forth between the two, and you keep getting your heart broken or stabbed in the back by these people, but it's more of like deception. There's pain surrounding this. Why are you going to deal with that? Why are you going to deal with that? So yeah, Angela's saying I went through a karmic that was in and out. You know? Everyone's got their reasons. Everyone has their reasons, okay? So you just got to go, you got to go with the flow. But again, you got to set those boundaries. You got to put an end to this stuff. It's up to you, because otherwise this person's going to continue to take advantage of you, right? The being charmed and being used. But that card freaking came out. That's what I was saying. And there's something here. Somebody is using you for sex. I have to say it. But again, You're attracting each other, and you're dealing with this because of your lower vibration. All right? So God was like, for me, Jess, you need to get out of the situation. You got to level up. Okay? I got to level up. And you know what? When I did my own analysis on my other relationships, it was the same shit. Get charmed, and they were just using me for like whatever. Or arm candy or whatever the heck it was. Just like to have me around or whatever. It was the same shit. You know? But that stemmed from childhood stuff. You see how this works? We can't be like pointing fingers and like throwing the whole player card out there. Yeah, they do that. But again, God didn't create us like that from the get-go. And we have to be accountable. Because if we continue to deal with a behavior like that, that is on us. You cannot continue to put the blame on the other person for baiting you all the time and you falling for it. It doesn't work. You don't learn anything, and you don't expect the other person to change first. You got to be the change you wish to see. It starts with you. It's like that Man in the Mirror song, and I think one of the zodiac signs got that message. Right? You change how you behave, how you vibrate, how you act, and then you're going to have people from a higher caliber who are going to come towards you, who are going to treat you like a queen, right? Not like something else. And if you keep getting stabbed in the back by the Knight of Wands, if this is not your first time, that's on you. It's on you. Okay? I know this. I have been there. I had to stop feeling like a victim. Like, why the hell is it keep happening? Oh, that was my doing. What does it say? First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me, or whatever the hell it is. Right? You gotta really see the truth in this for some of you. I know it's hard to hear. It was hard for me to come to terms with this. It really was. But I wouldn't be where I'm at if it weren't for all that shit that I went through. I had to learn a lot of lessons, especially with relationships and people, you know, geez, the doormat guys that I was, people using me, it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. But that shit doesn't happen anymore. And I know right away, someone starts, nope, I cut that off. Boundaries, nope. Nope, I see where this is going. I don't go after that bait anymore with whoever it is. I'm like, nope, not falling for it. No, guys, not, this is not happening. So for the others of you, the other group, when I said ending separation, it's right there. They're heartbroken that they acted this way towards you. Now, for those of you, you're dealing with this now. If you do your work and you start setting those boundaries and you start doing you and changing what you do with your life, your person will come around. So some of you, your person has already come around. Like I said, they're not going to be like this anymore. So they're coming forward. They're coming towards you. It's like, because they want to end the separation because they're heartbroken over how they acted in the past as the Casanova Knight of Wands. Okay? They were deceiving you. Like I said, some of you know, you see right through them that that's not who they really are. Honestly, guys, from what I feel in my heart, I don't believe that anybody who acts like that is actually like that. There's underlying reasons. Okay? I see the divinity in everyone. And we should aspire to do the same because we're all children of God. So this Knight of Wands is like, I have to stop being deceptive. I'm tired of this separation. I want to end it. There's been like too much pain here and stuff that hasn't been healed between the two of you. So again, with this change, this Knight of Wands has changed a great deal. Hence the endings bring new beginnings. They've done a lot of growing up. I said leveling up, right? They feel so much freer now because they've learned that this behavior wasn't getting them anywhere. Okay? There's a big change here, a big transition that this person has made coming out of this like semi narcissistic type of attitude. They're ending charming people or using you or using other people. It's been too much. It's caused too much heartbreak. They probably realize by, you know, being this non-committal person, just having fun or having sex with people or whatever it is that they're doing, just going on adventures, like, hey, I'm just gonna casually date. It's the casual date dude or female. It's like, whatever, I'm just gonna do this. But they're realizing, and there's somebody here who's getting older, they're past their 40s already for somebody, and they're like, I don't wanna do this anymore, because they're probably also going through some heartbreak because it's not fun anymore. It's like it's lost its luster. It's lost its there's no fun in it. There's no fun in it. So because they had to go through that, they did a lot of growing. They really learned a lot of lessons, and it's like, I can't be this charmer using people anymore, because at the end of the day, it's really not getting them what they really need. Right? Because they're dealing with heartbreak from that, and they're also heartbroken with how they treated you, like they had treated other people, that they were being deceptive. Like they would come in and they probably wanted to say something, but then nope, they went back to their distorted masculine selves, their distorted feminine selves. But this Knight of Wands wants to put an end to the separation. I said it, right? It's like, no, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be. Did somebody say it? Joe, I don't want to be a player, right? That song. They're like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. These people have to go through this stuff, guys, especially when they meet their match. When they meet someone who kind of like, they kind of stand up to them or whatever, they show them what they really need in relationship and who they really need to be in a relationship. They're like, oh man, I don't want to do this, because at some time the flame dies out. The lust, the passion, the sexual energy dies out, because you can't like live a life just fully driven by like sex or whatever or something like that. Doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't do anything, because there's no true love right there. And then you run the risk of like getting, I don't know, a disease. You run the risk of getting somebody pregnant or getting pregnant, whatever that is. What fun is it in that? That there's a lot of risk in that too when you're just casually dating people. You want to be in a high vibration where you're going to attract someone phenomenal. That's how it goes. You don't go cavaliering out there and chasing somebody. You have that someone come after you, especially if you're a divine feminine. You have the person come to you. They should be going after you. They should be taking the risk. They should be taking the action. They should be the one setting up the dates. They should be the one, I don't know, planning whatever. They should be the one going after you, not the other way around. That's not part of the divine order. So underneath the stab in the back card is making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier, right? You, self-love, self-care, being happier, you doing you, making healthier choices in love and life, guys. That is what Spirit has been guiding you to do, because you keep falling into this, and it's not going to bring you the true love. It's just not. So it's time for a major change. Okay, it's really time for a major change. So, excuse me. Oh, I picked up the deck. There's a Six of Cups. That wasn't a coincidence. Look at all the sixes. Peace, harmony, all is well. Balance. Some of you are transitioning. This Knight of Wands wants to end a conflict with you. They want peace. No more fighting, no more arguing, no more hostilities, no more trying to beat around the bush, no more bullshit. A lot of things were left unsaid. There's unfinished business that they just want to end, right? So there's the Six of Swords. They're learning a lot of lessons. And as they reconcile with you, because they really want to reconcile with you, that's what they're taking action on. They have learned a lot from what it was that they shouldn't have been doing, or that wasn't for their highest good. Transitioning to a place of forgiveness, of peace, of innocence, of joining two hearts together and reconciling. There's a reunion here. Okay? This person's going to be asking for forgiveness. The others of you transitioning to focus on healing your inner childhood wounds. I talked about the inner wounds, did I not? Healing from the past. Your past relationships have led up to this person who's, coming in as that Casanova. You are here to heal from that. Because some of you are repeating the same past cycles with regards to relationships. It's time to put an end to that. Okay? It's time to do things differently. And sixes are about unconditional love too. This is understanding what unconditional love is, what true love is. And right now for some of you, this person's not going to give you that. They're not ready. They got to learn their lessons. They got to go through their own journey. So do you. So do you. Okay. I'm going to get a guidance card for this. We're already with time. They said, Jess, look at the top of the deck. What did I say? The chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. You guys are afraid of being alone. You've been abandoned before. Probably in other relationships. Maybe your parents abandoned you, a father, mother, whatever. See, there's childhood stuff coming from this, or past stuff coming from this. I said, don't chase. Hi, Yashi. Don't chase. You are not here to chase. You are here to attract. Someone who's worthy of you. Someone who, it's like attracting the emperor, the empress, okay? We don't chase the love. We attract it. I learned this too, guys. I was always going after the dude, and what the hell was I doing? It was stupid. I'm gonna admit it, I'm not knocking myself down, but it was dumb. It was dumb. It was downright dumb. Especially me being female, no. No. If you look at it back in the day, it was the man who courted the female. It was the male who went after the female, and they did everything else. Okay? That's part of the divine order. I was doing it backwards. But I didn't know any better. It was my conditioning. It's what I saw as a child. It was what I was experiencing. Okay? In all honesty, I saw it with my own, similar things in the marriage of my parents. And other relationships in the family, and other relationships that I saw around me. Some of the female friends that I had, they were going after the guys, and they would get the guys, and I was like, well, that's not happening to me, but thank God I did not have a boyfriend till college. I used to hate that. My sisters had boyfriends before I did. Everybody had boyfriends before I did. All the girls, and I was the one who was left out. But God knew what he was doing. And I didn't see that till much later. And then when I started to date in college and started to be in serious relationships, they were not pleasant. I mean, there was some fun there, whatever, but nope. I was attracting the wrong people. and I was chasing, right? I should have never done that, but I know that now. And this is what God is telling you guys not to do. Do not chase anybody. You let them come to you. You let them get to a divine masculine place. You let them get to a place. It's I keep hearing high caliber. Okay. You are deserving of so much more, but this is also about what you were vibrating at, what level you're at. Again, making healthier choices in love and in life. It's you start with self-love first. Nobody's going to love you the way you want to be loved if you don't love yourself unconditionally first and you don't forgive yourself for things. You got to believe in yourself and you have to understand that you are lovable. Okay? There's a lot of inner child wounds and I'm picking up from so many people here. Okay? Think about that. Think about the relationship with your parents. Think about the relationships and everybody else in your family line. What are they like? What were they like? Is there a pattern there? Did you pick up on that pattern? Are you repeating the same pattern? Because you probably are. I came to that realization. Then I really finally understood why I did what I did. And I did it without any knowledge. Any prior knowledge. So it's time for you to look at this differently. Look at love differently. You gotta stop doing the chasing. It will come to you. You can't find true love if you're going after it. God brings it to you because he brings you the person that he created for you. Okay? Be patient. Wait for that to come in. And do what God has asked you to do. So for the others of you, your person is now going to be the chaser. They're not going to be the runner anymore because there is the hand of cards here. It's take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. Maybe somebody has a gambling problem, okay? That's for somebody specific. But they're taking a risk. I said that. They're now becoming the chaser instead of the runner because they're no longer having fear of abandonment issues. All right? So that's what I'm getting with that. So we're going to get guidance here. See what guidance we have for you guys. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What guidance do you have for this collective? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance. Oh my God. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have the land of milk and honey here. If you see rainbows, that's confirmation of this message. We've got prosperity here, serendipity, blessings. This is reaching the promised land for some of you. Okay? There's new beginnings here. There's beautiful things happening. For those of you who've been in the wilderness period, here's your land of milk and honey. You've reached Canaan. Canaan, however you pronounce it. No more walking through that wilderness for some of you guys. Okay? This is like the best card in the deck, if not one of them. Oh my God, 36. 36 is a very significant number for me. The bottom of the deck has come to the edge. Okay? Hi, Holly. We've got come to the edge. Okay? This is for those of you who put an end to this bullshit. Not just with your person, but everybody else who's coming out of your life and who's been charming and using you. Okay? You're putting an end to this type of, you attracting these type of people. For those of you who've done this, okay? This is your reward. Let me get the book. 51. 51 might be significant for you. Maybe somebody here is 51 years old. Excuse me. 51. We have the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude. Oh. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in the authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. For the relationship message, it says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers. Sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Let your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. The prosperity message says there is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. That's a big one right there. So let's look at the overall energy with this come to the edge. 36. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Those of you who are taking a risk with stopping, with ending this connection, surrendering, letting go, letting God. Okay? I said that before. That's what I talked about when I took that risk, when I had to send my person my letter. I had to do it. I said, if he comes back, he comes back. If he doesn't, then fine. Right? I got to do me. I'm going to attract someone phenomenal, but I have to be my phenomenal self first. So for some of you, you are taking that risk and walking away from this person. Again, transitioning, putting a nail in the coffin, ending it, done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay? Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. The relationship message says it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. And it's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. You see? This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. The prosperity message is, if there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. It's exactly what I encountered when I took that leap of faith. It said to speak up. You got to say something. Some of you got to put an end to this. You are the ones being called to break that cycle, because so many people in your family, you've been doing this on and off. It's time to do you, guys. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, and say what you hope for. It's not the time to play it safe. Not anymore, guys. Some of you have already taken that risk. So there's abundance coming for you now. And that rainbow there is really standing out to me. It's like, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. God's promise, right? With the 40-day, 40-night flood. God showed the rainbow and said, I will not flood the earth ever again. It is the calm after the storm. Some of you have made it through the storm. And there's God's promise to you. Whatever God has promised you, He is delivering. Okay? For some of you. For the others of you who are going to take that risk and you're going to stop, put an end to this, this is what you're heading towards. A place of prosperity. But it's going to be prosperity in a way you didn't think. And part of this prosperity and abundance involves peace. Okay? In your everyday life. I cannot tell you enough how much peace I've had in my life, even with all the crazy shit I've been in with this year, let alone the past month. Okay? When you get to that state of peace, you've got it made. That means you are fully in alignment with your higher self, with God, and you are just allowing God to take control of your life as you move forward. Peace rarely is discussed with regards to what we should be seeking. If you think about it, there's no anxiety, there's no worry, there's no fear, because fear is a demonic spirit. You're just sailing through those waters like the Six of Swords, and you're not having any care in the world. And you're not worrying about anything. You're not worrying about your relationships, your money, your situation, the challenges, whatever it is. It's a beautiful place to be. It's the land of the milk and honey. That is where God wants you to head towards. You got to come to the edge first. You're going to go out into that wilderness season. You're going to be seeing who you really are and understanding the patterns that you're making. And you're going to see certain things about yourself that you've never seen before. Am I looping the same song again? I did that the last time. Excuse me, I can't believe I did that. Let me put this one on. So, don't be afraid to stand on that ledge, guys. You're going to get a better view of a lot of things, okay? I like this. All right. We're going to get Archangel Michael wants to provide some guidance for you guys. So we're going to get a message from Archangel Michael. And then I am going to pull some message cards to see what your person wants to say to you. All right? Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, what guidance do you have for this collective with regards to their love situation? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Which deck, Angela? This one? Jeez. Angela, are you asking about this deck? The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. It's an amazing deck. All right. Holy Spirit. Ooh. Archangel Michael, be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. We were talking about peace, right? Not a lot of people talk about finding peace in life. People want money, people want true love, but let's start with attaining peace first. That vibration that you will be at, no matter what happens in your life, and you have that peace, it will attract phenomenal things into your life. Bottom of the deck is spend more time outdoors. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. Okay? Grounding. Go out in nature. See what nature has for you. Messages. It'll help you to be more in a state of peace. Look at how peaceful nature is. Look at how quiet it is. All right? It's time to connect with Mother Gaia, guys. Yes, as Jason said, as Jano said, peace brings so much bliss. It's like the Ace of Cups. It's got that dove right at the top of the Holy Grail. Peace brings bliss. It does. It's the highest vibration. Let's see. What does your person want to say to you? Whoa. Holy Spirit, thank you. Your scent keeps following me. I wrote these on my own. Actually, my divine counterpart told me to create these decks, and he helped me write down the messages. Our love is eternal. I see that very clearly now. Now, this is for, there are different groups with this. Take it how it resonates, because some of you, your person isn't there yet. So you got to be honest with yourself. Lots of surprises are coming to you soon. Here we go. There's that. I can't even laugh. You are a unicorn. I still can't believe you're mine sometimes. Kay, wasn't I telling you about this just last night? That's hilarious. I am a completely different person now, and it's all because of you. Look at that. Guys, for those of you, when you cut these people, this person off, this is what's going to happen. They will change. It will take some time. I said this. Knock, knock. I'm standing outside your door. What did I say? What did I say? This Knight of Wands is going to show up. Okay? This energy has been coming out. Oh my God. Oh shit. Union is around the corner. I'm ready for this. Wow. Yep. This night's gonna do it. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Have faith in me and in us, for I have faith in you. Have faith, guys. Look, listen to me. My guides are hilarious. For those of you who this is your divine counterpart, this person will come around when you come around. I have been through this. I'm an example of this. And I know, because I can feel it energetically, that my own person has leveled up. If I level up, my person will level up. This is how it works. The divine feminine takes the lead in the connection to drive the masculine to her. You need to have your masculine come after you, not the other way around. You have got to do your part. You've got to be who God made you to be and do everything else that God has asked you to do. When we change, other people change. I said in one of the zodiac readings, when I started to change, when I was going through my divorce, my son even changed. I boosted my confidence, my son's confidence went up. He no longer has performance anxiety, right? I had that as a kid a little bit, but my son suffered a little bit. It was a little bit more for him. He started to have more confidence in himself. Even my ex-husband started to change. He started to see things differently about me, his son, the relationship he and I had, and what he was doing with his life. He started to realize a lot of things. Guys, it does happen, but the change starts with you. You cannot expect other people to change and you stay the same. Okay? So for the others of you, this is foreseeing into the future. Like this says, I am a completely different person. It's all because of you. It's the energy. Again, our relationships reflect who we are on the inside. When we're coming from a place of a lack of self-worth and we're doubting ourselves and we're putting the blame on everybody who's screwed us over and all that bullshit, who stabbed us in the back and who's playing around with us, stop. It has to stop. You got to open up your heart chakra. Okay? Alrighty. Someone's coming in. Knock, knock. I'm standing outside your door. Union's around the corner. They're ready. I'm a completely different person. Lots of surprises. They see that this love is eternal now. Now, for those of you, your person is eventually going to come to that conclusion. All right? But again, it starts with you. I'm trying to ensure our new life together will be harmonious. Give me time, please. Give them time. Give them the space. They're on their own journey. God has a time and a place for them for when they're going to be ready. God has a time and a place for when you are going to be ready. All right? Underneath the bottom of the deck is I'm hiding my true feelings, but I really don't want to. See what I said about the deception for some of you? It's we kind of gotta move away from the 3D of this. Okay. I'm going to see what else they have to say. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadian series, please reveal to us for our highest good. What else would their person like to say to them for this collective? Wow, these cards are flipping out in stacks. I'm always looking at your photos and text messages and your emails. Okay. We will become business partners as part of our joint mission. This card tends to come up for my members and my members. Oh my God. It'll happen sooner than you think. Bottom of the deck. I figured out what to say to you. Expect communication when you least expect it. See? I told you. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to pull from my shadow cards. These are going to be the things that might be triggering, but this is what they want you to know. This is like the dark side. Okay? Holy Spirit, archangels, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does their person want to say to them? Look at this as if you were in my shoes. What would you do? Something to think about. Try to look at this from a different perspective. Try to look at it from their angle. The hard truth. Oh, thank you, Jason. Maybe that's what I'll call this deck. The cold hard truth. Holy shit. Right now, I only want to hang out, have sex with you. What did I say? I know this is going to be triggering for some of you. I know this doesn't apply to all of you. But if you have not encountered your person yet, be very careful. If you haven't been met them, been in the physical, be very careful, because this is what's coming up. Knight of Wands is there. If somebody wants to go meet up with you and you haven't met up with your person yet, or like I'm traveling to you and you haven't gone through this dynamic yet, be very careful, because they may be wanting to see you only because of this. Be careful with the charming and the sweet nothings and stuff like that. And if they're saying, hey, I'm going to come see you. I'm not trying to put anything bad there, but guys, I'm feeling it very strongly, because look, you saw me shuffle. That's the bottom of the deck. I said it. I channeled it beforehand. That's the hidden thing here, okay? So be very careful. Again, I can't tell you what to do. This is guidance. I cannot tell you what to do. All right? You know what's under this? I have health issues. It could be something that they're trying to keep you from. Top of the deck, I cannot reach out to you, communicate with you right now. I'm dealing with something important, major. All right? That's for others of you. This could also been where if you're in separation and you didn't talk to this person, yeah, they probably were like this before, but somebody here has completely changed. And they're going to tell you, and they're going to show you by taking action and doing all these other things. Actions speak louder than words is what I'm hearing. But before, they couldn't communicate with you because other stuff was going on. But like I said, there's deception here. They were not acting the way that they should have been acting because there were underlying reasons, like I talked about. Locus after that. I was abused as a child. What did I say about the abuse? Stuff that happened in their childhood. I don't know if I said something about abuse, but I said something about childhood, okay? I'm going to get one more message from them, and we will close it out. But guys, I know I kind of feel it from some of you. This is like a little bit, you probably don't like what you're hearing, but this is all truth right here. I would not be a light worker if I were not speaking the truth. That defeats the purpose of my mission work. All right? I'm here to teach. I'm here to inspire, to enlighten. I'm here to get you guys to not do what I did. All right? Don't do what I did. Let's see what else they want to say to you. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, Pleiadian Syrians. Please reveal to us for highest good. Woo! Okay. Shit! I knew this card. I knew this card was going to come out. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. I told you. It'll happen sooner than you think. What was the other one I said? Union is around the corner. I'm ready for this. Yep. Knock, knock. I'm standing at your door. Somebody's planning to come see you, to come travel to you, to head to where you are. That's the other thing. If for some of you, if you keep going to your person's house or you keep reaching out to them or whatever, you're You wanting to go chase? Don't do that. I did that too. I did that too, guys. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. That's not what a divine feminine does. She has the guy come to her. She has the person come to her. Okay? I'm severing ties with the karmic partner is the other message. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want you, because I do. The communication in the 3D, guys, it's not necessary. What you were seeing, the 3D, is an illusion. This 3D world is an illusion. We've got to be in alignment with our spiritual selves to better understand what this connection's all about. You got to be... It's 5D. Look at it from a 5D perspective, not a 3D. And as I say that, look what's at the bottom of the deck. I've been telepathically communicating with you. Some of you need to get grounded so that you can receive these messages. All right? You've got to be in a place of peace. You got to be in a state of balance here if you want to be receiving these telepathic these messages, okay? Like, if you're having a hard time with telepathy, guys, you can come talk to me, because there's a way to do it. I telepathically talk with my person every morning. It's been like that for a while, but it wasn't like that during the whole 7 years of my journey, my counterpart journey. It took me some time to get to a place where I would be able to connect in that way. And it gets stronger every time. You got to practice it, but you also have to be relaxed and be in a completely peaceful state, and your mind is completely clear. But apparently they've been sending telepathic messages to you. Some of you are getting them, some of you are not. Some of you may be blocked. If you're blocked, you may want to see what is blocking you. I know my members, my blocking reading has been put up for the month of October. That could be it, but remember, it's a collective reading. There may be other things that are blocking you with regards to not being able to receive your person's telepathic messages. All right. But again, just because some of you are not talking, or you're talking in a way that's kind of like, you know, the Casanova type of energy, like they said, what would you do if you were in my position, right? If you were in my shoes. I don't know where that card went. It went somewhere. All right. Yeah. Look at this as if you were in my shoes. What would you do? Right? It's going to be helpful for you to look at this differently. So, but the other group here, somebody's going to take action. They're ready. They figured out what to say. They see what this connection is. Yeah, like I said, for some with this milk and honey here, it's you've reached the end of the storm here. Your promised land is here. There's abundance coming in all forms, and it includes the connection, the permanent union for some of you with your person. So there is action there. I'm getting for others of you, when I said to be very careful with your person actually taking action, they're doing this for an ulterior motive. Be very careful with that. If they're talking about taking action on traveling to you to see you, especially if you feel in your heart of hearts that this person is just, there's some other behavior here that does not feel harmonious to you, okay? If they're still acting in this way where they're being the charmer, and we did get that girl with the snake card being charmed or used. So if some of you, they will be taking action on something, but it's not going to be what you think. But again, you have to use discernment. You have to go to your guides, God, about this. You have to take it back to God. You have to trust in what they are telling you, okay? Because for some of you, it doesn't look good. I know some of you who I work with, you know that when I say stuff like that, and sometimes it actually happens, okay? So it's just a word of caution. I just want you guys to be careful. But again, I cannot tell you what to do. The guidance has been given. The message has been disseminated. That's my job. You are ultimately responsible for yourself. Okay? Yeah, so for Kay, usually when I read for Kay, stuff tends to happen within days or a week for her. So, but yeah, for some of you, the night that's coming in is a true night, and you're going to know. You're going to know if you have done your work and you are in this super high vibration, you are fully at peace with your person, with your situation, with life, with yourself, with God. This is for you. The true night is coming in. The divine night is coming in. Okay? They're now ready for this union, and they now have the courage and confidence to come towards you. And there is something here about what's showing up at your door. They're making a bold move because they know it's like, they may send you a text or a communication or something. Hey, it could be, like I said, and I've been channeling this before, I'm on my way. Where are you? Where's the address? Like, or I'm about to head out. I need to see you. Something like that. There's some strong energy with this Knight of Wands traveling from a distance to come see you. Who knows? They may have looked up your address and they know where you are, and they'll just show up. It happens. The Knight of Wands can do that. Okay? But that's going to change a lot of things. It's going to change things. But there is a knight here who is, a Knight of Wands here who is ready to go. They are ready to go. They are determined for this to be a success. They want to end this separation, the World card, right? They want this new beginning. They can't be away from you for too long. I'm getting the song Far Away by Nickelback. It actually showed up in my feed early this morning when I was doing something. Like 2:30 in the morning-ish this morning. Or 2. Look up the lyrics of that song. That's a message for somebody. But yeah, they can't be far away from you for too long. So they're going to take a chance on this with that risk-taking. And it's going to be like, I got to do this. Otherwise, I'm never going to know. Because if this is what I want union. I want this new beginning. Whatever. I want the milk and honey. Holy cow. Hold on, guys. I'm getting something. Because there's a song that popped up in my YouTube feed that talked about, I'm going to give you my honey. It's by some country singer, I think. It's called Give You My All. Maybe by Jake something or something with a J. I don't know. I got to look it up. Anyway, that just came out of left field. Because I'm looking at the milk and honey card over here. That's kind of crazy. All right. Yeah, there is somebody here who's and again, that come to the edge card. They're taking a risk. But they're doing something very courageous here. It's very bold because they know that they need to be serious with this. They're going to show you that they mean business here. That they want this union with you, that they want to be in this relationship. Like they said, our love is eternal. I see that very clearly now. There's lots of surprises coming. This Knight of Wands has got a lot of things under his sleeve here. A lot of things under his sleeve. Knock, knock. I'm standing outside your door. So get ready for somebody to show up. communicate, then show up, whatever, however this is going to transpire. Like I said, they said it'll happen sooner than you think. And again, the warning for the others of you, be very careful if somebody suddenly wants to come see you, whatever your gut tells you, okay, trust in it. If you think there's something suspicious, trust, but don't judge, okay? Don't judge. It's just some of you are going to be tested, all right? Trust me, I know. I've been through those tests many times over again, and I failed, all right? I'm going to be completely honest. But I had to learn, right? It's all about lesson learning, okay? That's it, guys. That's all I have for you. That's what came through today. So hopefully this helped you. If you've got any other suggestions or anything, let me know. But like I said, I was winging it with this one. I just went by whatever my guys told me to do. They told me what decks to pick out, all that stuff. So there we go. All right. Okay, guys. Does anybody have anything for me? It's kind of interesting. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I was curious to see who was going to come in to watch this. I feel very strongly I may have triggered quite a few people, but hey, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and if I don't do that, I am slapping God in the face. That's the last thing I want to do. All right, guys. What time is it? It's 11:28. I don't know. I got a message to do something, but there's some of you that I need to circle back around with. Like I said, for those of you who are my members, I'm going to try to do the 18 plus reading because I really want to do that because those are so fun. I want to do that, and then we're gonna have like a divine counterpart group session too. I'm hoping to get that this week, but we'll see. At least get one of those readings out. You guys will know. I will send out a notification in the app. If you guys are thinking of booking personals with me this week, I suggest you get those in sooner than later. If the event I'm actually having to jet on Friday, the 7th of October, I just got a message. Yeah, see if you can get those done in before Thursday. Because I know there's some things that I got to do before that day, if that actually comes to pass. But anyway, if you're looking for a personal reading for me, you're interested in that, I can do that for you before Thursday, okay? If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. What else is there? Does anybody feel what I'm feeling? There's something happening. Somebody's about to do something. Somebody's contemplating something. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to some of you offline since I tend to chat with you guys offline after these lives. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you want me to link the decks that I use? Okay. I have to remember to do that, Angela. Of course, these are mine, so there's no link to that. I don't really remember where this came from. I know I got it from a completely different site, but I will go go link the other ones, okay, if I remember. So Angela, if you want to send me a message on the chat and the app to remind me, that would help, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Jason, for moderating. Everybody, Jason's got a marathon tomorrow that he's running in Minnesota. So let's all wish him prayers and good luck. His bib number is 3170. Yes, I memorized it. So, yeah. Hey, Jess. Jess, did you get your good news today? Jessica. Yeah, so Jason's got a big day tomorrow. So thank you, Jason, for still moderating, even though it's still only like 10:30 for you. But yeah, I'm sure I will hear all about it tomorrow. So good luck with that. Tiffany, the Knight of Lloyds. You know what? This is the Knight of Lloyds. I know I said the Knight of Coins was the Knight of Lloyds, but this is really the Knight of Lloyds right here. The shadow side of this guy is the Knight of Lloyds, okay? That's funny. But yeah, those 18 plus readings are going to be a trip. They are going to be a trip, okay? I can't wait to do them. I'm kind of hoping. I don't know if you guys can do it on like a Monday night or something, like earlier in the week. Let me know. It'll be probably like after 8:30, 9-ish p.m. my time. But I really want to get those going because those are a lot of fun. So, but yeah. Yeah, Jess, go check the notification in the Capella app. There's something for you there. There's an announcement for you there. Well, everybody saw it. Okay. Go check the app. There's something for you. That's all I'm going to say. What did Jason say? You're stealing my thoughts. Yeah, Jess, check it. Because you got to get back to me with something. Lord. It feels warm in here. All right, cool. It's 11:33. This is like the shortest live I've ever done. I like it. I don't know. Everyone cool? It may not always be love readings, but they wanted me to do it because some people had to get some messages out, okay? They wanted me to get these things out. So if you have suggestions on collective readings, let me know. Send me an email or send me a message in the chat. Yeah. I will be honest here, guys. It feels a lot different. I don't know about you, but the energies in this live are very different. They feel a little bit higher vibrational. Not to knock on the people who who used to be in my lives, but I do feel it's different, but more of a higher vibration. I don't know if you feel the same thing. Thank you, Angela. So yeah, I guess I'll consult my guides to see what they want me to do for lives. If they want me to do them or loved ones, fine, because the truth tends to come out in these things, right? I don't sugarcoat shit. That defeats the purpose. But yeah, so Jess, if you you should get a red notification bell when you go to the Spaces app. You should be able to see, you click on what you haven't seen yet. All right, it's in the announcements section. So if you go to Spaces and you go into the actual app, you should see the announcement. What did I title it, guys? I forgot. Yeah, there's less tension. Angela, I don't know. It could be because all I'm seeing are members right now. But this is a public reading. I made it public. It's just kind of very interesting to see who was going to show up. I know my guides were having me do this for a reason. But I mean, I did love reading for others. It's part of what I do. But my guides were like, you're going to have to put an end to it. If you're going to do free readings, you're only going to be doing it for your members, and it makes sense. And I know I'm not the only one doing it. Ah, thank you, Kate. Yep, new reading is up, comes with a warning and some other stuff. Okay, thanks, Kay. Jess, if you still can't find it, just send me a message on the app, because I know you send me messages on the app, and I'll help you navigate it. But you should see some sort of like, it's a red bell that shows up when you get notifications that you haven't read yet. So you should tap on that bell right when you get into the Spaces app to see what you've missed, okay? Yay, you found it. Jess is our October winner for a free personal. So congratulations to her. Do you put on there no free readings? That weeds out a lot of BS. Are you talking about on these lives, Angela? I just put in the title here, Collective Live Reading. I did put in the notes that I would not be taking personal questions. It's kind of interesting when you stop doing free readings, it does weed out the people, right? Yeah, I didn't put in the title, but it's in the description that I wasn't putting, I did say that, so it could have very well been that people read it or they saw it was just a collective reading and, you know, that was it. So if they read the description and saw I wasn't taking personal questions, then we've already weeded out the people, I guess. But like I said, I will be doing the readings live for my members only going forward. Because my guides are like, I've done my part, so I can't keep expending my energies like that. And, you know, I kept cutting it down and stuff, but my guides were like, we're gonna tell you when to stop, and that's when they said last week. Last week was my last reading, my last live doing free readings for the public. Okay. Yeah. So. But yeah, it's fine. You know, I'm obedient. Like Kay always points that out. I do what I'm told. I'm do what I'm told. And if like only 10 people show up here, so be it, because those who come across this are getting their messages. You know, like so many people have so many wonderful things coming to them, but you know, if they don't want to hear the truth or they don't really want to do the work, it's, you know, I can't do anything about that. I'm the messenger. I'm the messenger of God. That is my place here. And you know, if only a few of you get these messages, then you were meant to get these messages. But I think it's interesting that the only ones who are here, except for, I know Holly popped in, but all of you who are here are already members, which is interesting. Oh my God. Yeah, it's interesting. I know I put out the announcement, the community page, and everything else, but I like it. Because I will say, those who are here, you are destined for some amazing things. And I've been asked by God, by the archangels, everybody, to kind of get you guys in that direction. And to not do what I did. To not do what I did. All right? Because again, you guys got the land of the milk and honey right here. It's your promised land. Right? That's what you guys are destined for. And I've been chosen to get you guys there, or whoever crosses my path. So, yeah. Wasn't there a Holly here earlier? Oh, Melissa was here. Jason, I just noticed you put your king picture as your profile photo. I love it. That's so awesome. I know, isn't it? This is called Southern by Daniel Cade. I just love acoustic guitar. I tried to play it. I ended up playing violin instead. I'll take that. I don't know. My hands are so small, and it's like I started to try to teach myself, and then I was getting blisters. I'm like, I don't know how you overcome this, but I ended up doing violin instead. That's fine for me. I've got my counterpart to do the guitar playing because he's a genius with that. So I guess I'll get my guitar stuff from him. You did that a few weeks ago, Jason? I didn't realize you changed it that long ago. I must have missed that. I'm glad you guys like the guitar music. Yeah, he can teach me. I'm pretty sure he would teach me. That would be pretty cool, though, if I could learn how to play that. Oh, my God. I've loved acoustic guitar since I was a little girl. You know what's funny? I remember one night I was getting ready for a shower, and I have always listened to music while I was in the shower. Always. Ever since I can remember. I would have my little boombox there with my mixtapes or put on, Y100 from South Florida, and I would listen to music. And I said to myself, literally, I did. I don't know how old I was, maybe 10 or 9. I said, I hope that when I grow up, my husband will play acoustic guitar. I said that, and it just so happens that my divine counterpart plays guitar. So I don't know if that was a manifestation then or what. It's crazy. I was like 9 or 10 when I clearly remember saying that before I got in the shower. I do. Yeah, so my family's fine. They missed it because they're south, for the southern part, not central. I do have family in central Florida too. I've got uncles and stuff there, but apparently they're fine from what I've been hearing. So thank you for asking. But like my parents and my aunt who were in South Florida and other family friends and stuff, it didn't hit them. It went around. We're getting like the bans from it right now. We've all been enclosed, and we were getting gale force warnings, tornado warnings, watches. There's been crazy bans of, and I've seen this because I grew up in South Florida and I've been through hurricanes, but it's drizzling, and then the split second after, it's a massive outpour of rain. It's like somebody, God's dropping buckets, and then it lasts for a few minutes and it stops, and then a few hours pass and it's another band of heavy rain. You can hear it. It's been crazy. The lake behind my sister's house has been starting to flood a little bit. I don't know if there's been flooding going on, but that's all we've been getting. We haven't been seeing any rain. I mean, wind. It's just the rain. So it's been, it's actually kind of calming. It's one of those days where you want to have soup or something. Even though I cooked a Puerto Rican dinner for family today, I didn't do soup today. I did it the other day. I we all stayed in. We're all in our sweatpants and our sweaters and things like that because it is chilly out here. But it's been very, very peaceful. It's been very peaceful. Even the dogs are a lot more quiet. And my cat, Midnight's just sleeping over here. She normally doesn't sleep when I do these things. So it's the energy. It's the energy. But thank you for asking, Angela. Yeah, so thank God everybody's fine. Yep. Yeah, there's always something calming with rain. It's nice. And my sister's got huge windows, so you can see everything outside. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. But I think it's raining again now. I don't know. But yeah, we didn't really get much of anything, thank God. So it's just been rain for us here. I don't know what direction it's heading in now, but it's been kind of nice to kind of just, chill out. I was able to wash my hair and blow dry it, flat iron it, so I'm glad I got that out of the way. Because it takes a while for me to do my own hair, but I do a lot of prep for it only because I have naturally curly hair and I have to make sure that it's hydrated and things like that. So, but yeah, so I got that out of the way today. It's been a nice, smooth sailing day. 6 of Swords. Calm, peaceful. It's been good. It's been good. Jason, I think Midnight is just like, Mom, you got this. Yeah. That's good. She's been taking her naps. You know what what my guys were telling me? Apparently, she's sleeping because the energies are different in the life. Yeah, it's pouring again. I hear it. We're getting another band of rain, heavy rain. Yeah. Yep. I'm thinking Midnight's been able to rest more because the energy's different. Like, I feel it. It's nice, and it's nice that it's like before midnight. I mean, I'm just like chatting with you guys or whatever, but yeah. But I like it when it rains, especially at night. But thunderstorms are a big thing for me. They're my favorite. They are my favorite. Yep, Angela, I guess she does know. But yeah, this is nice. it just this live this evening just really shed some light on a few things. But what my guides were, they were telling me about, and I was like, they're confirming some stuff for me about it. But yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm kind of hoping to have my members only lives, at least one this week. Okay. And for those of you who don't know your counterpart yet or whatever, you can still be part of the Twin Flame, the light counterpart group sessions, okay? Because there's still going to be something that you will benefit from. All right, guys. Anything else for me? Anybody else have any other questions before I go? My son's been playing Friday the 13th with his friends. It's hilarious. My sister's cracking up because you guys know when you've been in my lives, when he does that high-pitched screaming, that's what he's been doing. And my sister's like, what's going on up there? She's like, I'm playing Friday the 13th with my friends. She's like, oh my God, like, what's going on with that game? And they had a chat about it. It was pretty funny. But my son's still doing that right now. But you guys can't really hear him because he's further down the hall. But it's still funny because he's still doing the high-pitched stuff. He's hilarious. But anyway. Yeah, Kay, I remember you telling me that you missed those days with your kids. That's your day, Jason. Jason Voorhees, yes. Used to watch those movies a lot. I'm a huge horror fan. Like the blood and guts and stuff, you know. And that's like the dark side of me, like torture or whatever. Yeah, I'll watch that stuff. I've always been fascinated by it since I was a child, so I'll put that out there. But yeah, he's been playing Friday the 13th. It's appropriate because Halloween's coming up, so I just can't believe it's October 1st. It's crazy. We're nearing the end of the year, and October is a very significant month for me, especially the beginning part of it. But oh, my grandfather's birthday is tomorrow. My maternal grandfather. I gotta wish him happy birthday tomorrow. I can't even tell you how old he is. I know he's somewhere in his 80s. I think he's approaching 90. He may be 88 or something. I can't. My grandparents don't look their age at all. They don't. A lot of us don't look our age. We've been blessed with some nice genes. So yeah, I forgot my grandfather's birthday is tomorrow. There's another birthday coming up. But yeah, my mom's birthday is at the end of the month. I've got another uncle whose birthday is October something. Yeah, a lot of October birthdays. My mom's family, there are 3 family members, her nuclear family, who have birthdays in October. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, but yeah, October's, not only with the birthdays, it's significant. It's significant. It's actually the month where I went on my first date with my counterpart, or whatever you wanted to call it. That changed a lot of things. It was 7 years ago. This month, 7 years ago. It's a long time. A long time. I remember it like it was yesterday. I play it back in my mind like it happened just yesterday. It was that memorable. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had just come back from a Williamsburg trip with my son. I had just moved into the townhouse that I had just left. And we decided to go to Williamsburg together. And I came back, dropped my son off at his dad's because we had a different custody schedule then. And later that evening was when I met up with my counterpart. I didn't know he was my counterpart at that time. But yeah, that's when everything really, really started. So it was very interesting. And very, very memorable too. I even remember what I wore, which is bizarre because I don't remember what I wear usually when I go out anywhere. But that night I remember exactly what I wore, and it's weird. I don't know why, but I did. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I'm rambling, but it was probably the best night I've ever had with like actually being on a date or hanging out with someone. It really was. It really, really was. I felt like myself. And I was saying things that I would have never said in front of other people, like the torture thing. I was showing him pictures of like somebody being tortured at the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and it just came out. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. It was interesting because I felt like it was home. It was so different. It was so different. But we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But anyway. Oh my God, Jason, with the apostles, I was talking to Kay about that earlier when she was telling me about her interpretation of number 13, because they consider Judas Iscariot as the 13th apostle. Yeah, it came out of nowhere for a reason. Came out for a reason. Yeah, Kay and I were talking about that. They want me to pull a card. I know that place. Holy Spirit, guides, angels, galactic families, planetarians, please reveal to us for highest good. What message do you have for us? Why do you want me to pull a card from here? Holy Spirit, archangels, please and thank you. Thank you for whatever other guidance you're providing us. This is totally random. See, randomness coming from Jason and randomness coming from this. Four Swords. Rest, retreat, recalibrate, take it easy, self-care. Self-care again. This could also be an omen for somebody who may be going on vacation or going on a retreat somewhere with this Knight of Wands energy. All right, I'm hearing getting a little R&R. That's what I just heard. Hangman. There's Pisces. Some of you are dealing with the Pisces, and I know that for a fact. I know my person's a Pisces, and Jason's person's a Pisces. Remember, look at this differently. Look at it from a different perspective. You got to let go and let God. This is surrendering. This is also for a lot of you healing during separation. You being silent, you not talking to your person, you not engaging in their activity, their behavior, or engaging in activity with them, you not communicating with them, you focusing on you and your self-care and your healing. Three of Swords is separation. It's time for you to surrender, let go, and let God, and focus on your healing. Take a pause, take a break. Okay, take a break. This is like somebody is going to be literally going on a vacation. Doing something different here after like being stagnant or things not happening. Okay. So, there's also a message here that your person has spent a lot of time in contemplation. That there was a pause here because They were doing a lot of healing. They're preparing to come forward with communication because that Ace of Swords is there, right? The Ace of Swords is there. They're preparing to communicate. They've been healing this whole time. There was no more finagling around, cavaliering, whatever, just like psh, going off and doing whatever stuff. Nope, nope. They've been healing the whole time. They put an end to that for some of you. But like they said, they see this connection differently, right? That I see this, our love is eternal. I see that very clearly. They see this connection in a totally different light. Because they said, wait a minute, I gotta look at this differently. What am I missing? And they let God take over. They let God have them, enlighten them, give them the epiphanies, because they just stopped in their tracks and said, okay, I need to really better understand what this is. And what's interesting is that you have the Emperor after that, the Divine Masculine. I talked about attracting the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yep. This person understands that they are this divine individual, that they need to take the lead. They were preparing to take action, to take the lead as their role as a divine masculine Christ, because that's part of the divine order. And having this, they're now prepared. They're ready to be the provider and protector for the family, the home, the feminine. Ten of Cups. They know they cannot have this bliss, this happy home, happy family life, this emotional state of peace and harmony without this person. They found it within themselves, but they want something more. And you only can get that Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles with somebody else. And they know that it's their counterpart that's going to bring them this blissful life right here. Because this is attainable. It's just a matter of being our true divine selves here. Okay? Yeah, Jason. You'll need R&R after tomorrow. Oh, okay, you're going to go on that trip. 4 Cups at the top. God's giving you this really big opportunity. It's giving you a blessing, but the blessing is coming in a way that you didn't expect, or you didn't initially think you wanted. But this is the option that you want because God's bringing it to you. And that talks about the R&R. It talks about you focusing on you and your healing. Okay? You haven't missed out on an opportunity. But this is the time to really focus on you for some of you. This is also your person, like I said, not realizing that you are a blessing. And see how this version, he's looking at the cup instead of not looking at it. He's like, oh, what's this? God's like, here it is. Here's your abundance. Here's your second chance. Here's your blessing. Here's the unconditional love or whatever. This is an opportunity that I'm handing to you that you need to take me up on, is what I'm hearing from God. Because right now, like the life that they're living, there's something missing. There is something missing. And it's the divine love. You can have everything in life. You can be the millionaire. You can have the house, the cars, successful businesses, successful careers, everything going on in your life. But this is what ultimately brings us true happiness. It's unconditional love. It's true love. It's a commitment with someone that God brought into your life to have this state of bliss with. This is what this person's missing. And before they didn't think they wanted this. They didn't take the cup, but if you look again, they're taking it. God's like, hey, wake up. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's what I'm missing in my life. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. They wanted me to pull out another card, so I did. But the others of you, you're taking the cup. This is you taking the Holy Grail. You finding what will ultimately fulfill you, what will bring you peace and harmony in your life. It's self-love. It's doing the self-reflection. It's learning how to trust your intuition and focusing on your healing. That's what the Ace of Cups represents. So some of you are now finally going to take that cup, because when you do the self-love, like I said, if you want somebody to love you the way you want to be loved, you got to love yourself that way first. And you've got to heal the heart chakra, and you have to do all these other things. Okay? So that's the other message. But yeah, and it's not easy, guys, because God presents us these blessings, these opportunities, and it's kind of like not what we wanted. However, it's a bigger blessing. God has a better ending. He has a better plan all the time. We think something's going to go one way, and it doesn't. So when God is literally handing you the cup, you take it. It's not going to be wrapped up in shiny wrapping paper with a bow on it. It'll probably be wrapped up in newspaper. Okay? But God's like, you have no idea what I'm bringing to you here, what blessing this is. Right? You may be disappointed, but if you go through with it, you start to see that there's something better on the other side, and there always is. It's God trying to get us to see that He has a wider, it's like a bigger vantage point, because it's God. He can see everything. So He knows exactly how it's going to come in, what it's going to look like, how it's going to transpire, all that stuff. And we think when we know what's best for us, we don't. It's like the situation that I'm in. It's like I prayed about something and it came to me in a different way, like 4 cups energy in a bit. But then I'm like, wait a minute. If God brought me to it, He can get me through it. If this is how it's supposed to work this way, I need to trust in what God is doing. Because at the end of the day, God has always had bigger blessings for me. Even though certain things didn't really turn in my favor. But that's 5 of Cups too. It's the silver lining. And when you learn how to trust God and have that faith, and you just let Him take over, that's also where the peace comes in. Like pure bliss in pure peace. When you know God's got it, when you know God is handling it, but you gotta allow God to handle it, but you also have to be obedient, and if you do your part. And you can't force things, especially if like nothing is happening and you don't know what's gonna happen the next day or what's coming when or whatever. You're trying to force a situation or trying to do things on your own. Don't do that, because then you're going to disrupt the flow, and you're going to interfere with what God has planned for you. It's a hard thing to do, I know. But then again, when you look at it that way, it's like, okay, I trust God is going to do this for me. It's the faith, right? Knowing that God will. Not the hope, not the what ifs. No, it's the faith. God's going to do it. God's going to do it. And then you got to choose what it is that you really want. What is it that your heart's really desiring, and stick with it. As crazy as it sounds, as far-fetched as it sounds, as impossible as it sounds, you gotta still trust in that and send that to the universe. And the universe knows, okay, Jess wants this, Angela wants this, Kay wants this, Jason wants this. They are going to do everything in their power and work their magic to make it happen. That comes with belief. It's like that Don't Stop Believing song by Journey. It's funny because my counterpart told me that this morning, and he told me to listen to the Greatest Hits playlist while I was doing my hair today. And I listened to it, and I was like, I keep forgetting how fantastic this album is. And I sang every song twice because the album repeated twice. And I had to listen to that Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. Hold on to the feeling. Like, you feel it, hold on to it. You send that vibration out to the universe, and that's when God, the universe, your archangels will be like, Jess is vibrating at this. What is she thinking about? What is she feeling? Okay, let's do our part to make that happen. You've got to believe in that magic. You have to believe in the impossible, because I know for God, for me, he's done some impossible things, and I can't wrap my head around it, but I don't need to, because it's beyond me. There's no logic to what God can do. Okay, so I think I'm done. Just let go and let God. Hangman. Okay. Let go and let God. And you live one day at a time. You stay in the present moment. Trust me, guys, it's hard to not think about tomorrow. Especially like for me, especially with October 7th right around the corner. But it's like I'm not trying to even put that into my brain. I'm going to continue to take it one day at a time and to stay in a state of peace and to trust in what God is actually doing instead of having other people dictate things for me. So just stay in the present moment, okay? Stay in the present moment, because tomorrow's going to worry about itself. I know there's a biblical verse, and I can't remember which one it is. I keep forgetting. But anyway, all right, last call. Get your drinks before I close the bar. Ooh, it's 12:12, see? 11th hour, and it was just 11:11. You know what, Jason? I was talking to Kay about things happening for me at the 11th hour. And I've been getting messages about the 11th hour, and you just confirmed again about things happening at the 11th hour, because that's what it's been like for me lately. 11th hour, it's the story of Simon Peter when his boat, 2 boats fill up with all that fish. The day he's supposed to go to jail, I think it was, right? He was going to be taken away by the Romans. It's the 11th hour. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, because it keeps happening to me. Things happening at the last minute. I think that's God wants to just, he's telling me right now, he's like, Jess, I'm just going to show you things that will blow your mind. I'm hearing I'm going to blow your mind type of thing. He's kind of saying, like, you've seen what I can do before, just wait. I'm telling you, it's the most wonderful thing to just, like, you do what you need to do and you let God handle the rest. Yeah, testing the faith. I've never had my faith tested so strongly in all my life, especially this year, especially the past few months. It's crazy. I will say, and I've said it before, with my journey, building that unwavering faith has been the most difficult and challenging thing to master, to learn. Because it's that whole unknown, right? It's the not knowing. And then the doubt will seep in, like, oh, what if it doesn't happen? What if it goes wrong? What if it doesn't work out, right? That's the ego kicking in, and that's the devil trying to infiltrate your space and trying to, like, say, God's not going to do this. Well, look where you're at now. Look what didn't happen. You really think God's going to come through now? That's not where we need to be. But I'm telling you, the faith thing is just, oh my God. Oh my God. And God has shown me time and time again, like, see, you had faith in this, and look, nothing went wrong, nothing bad happened, or whatever, right? It worked out in your favor because you trusted in me. And it's like, I've seen that, but this time around, it's kind of like, I still got to have the faith though, right? I got to still be in the present moment and continue to trust in God's timing, in his plan. So it's hard. It's hard. But the challenges that we face, everything that we go through, it builds that up. And when you pass, like, it's like going through the gauntlet. You pass one part of the gauntlet, oh yeah, like I got over this. And it's kind of like you've seen what God can do, but you start, God's trying to show you, look what you've gone through. Look what you've been through. Look what you've overcome. Look what I was able to do for you. It builds it up, right? And then you're thinking, okay, if I got through all of this, if God fulfilled the promise, then he will do it again. But again, you've got to do your part. You've got to believe in him. You've got to trust, and you have to have that faith. As long as you have those things and you're being obedient, especially, like I said, you're not trying to take matters into your own hands to try to correct the situation or to try to get to a place that you're trying to get to faster, or, well, if this is not happening yet, then I'm going to force it and I'm going to do this instead. No. And me even saying that is building up even more confidence in what I've been feeling intuitively, and what I have been disallowing myself to believe, like false beliefs, and not giving into fear, worry, anxiety. Right? I guess it's kind of like I tell God, okay, God, you know, what else do you have for me? What else is coming? It's like more shock and awe. What else are you going to surprise me with? It's like one of the cards that came up was lots of surprises are coming, right? I think. Yeah. Lots of surprises are coming soon. I forgot it was at the bottom of the deck. Have faith in me and in us, for I have faith in you. It's not just coming from your person. It's coming from God too. Because you also have that relationship with God. And that comes first and foremost. But yeah. It's funny how everything that I've been through has led me to this. I never thought I'd end up here, like doing stuff like this. Like I would cower away from things like this, speaking in front of people. My counterpart would tell you, you know, hiding half my face with the long bangs that I had, or whatever. My security blanket. I mean, I have bangs now, but it's like, it's just God told me to do them. But they're no longer a security blanket for me. It's totally different. But so many years ago, I would not be doing something like this. But it's very empowering in its own right. And I know this is like a stepping stone to something else, which is why God's had me go through this portion of my journey. Because I got to be able to probably do this in front of a larger audience. Who knows? You guys could be my guinea pigs. my testing, what's it called? I can't remember it. Not testing ground. It's like test bed or something like that. But anyway. All right, guys. Any last words for anybody? anything else. Test phase, yeah, test bed, test phase, test track, beta version, right? But anyway, all right, my dear people, I'm gonna call it a night. I keep forgetting that I gotta step through this thing before I shut down this live. Yep, I'm gonna go take a quick shower and then get some sleep. Thank you, Jason, again. Good luck tomorrow. Okay, I'll chat with you tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll hear from you how it went. Really wish I could have gone to see you. That would have been awesome. I would have been following you, cheering you on, but you know, I'll be there in spirit like I told you. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here and for watching this, for liking it, sharing it, whatever. You know the deal. I wish you a wonderful Sunday, wonderful Monday. I wish you a fantastic week if I don't talk to you during the week. And enjoy your evening. Okay, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah, until next time. So since you guys are my members, just watch out for the notifications in the event I'm able to set up one or both of the members only lives this week. Okay. All right, good night, everybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Good night, Tiffany, Jason, Angela, Kay, Jess. I think that's all who's left here. Yeah, okay. All right, guys, I gotta stretch. Oh my God. All right. All right, guys, I love you very much. Thank you so much for everything. I'm so glad you are all part of my life. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.